this meeting here, so.
You going over there? All right,
Okay.
turn your mics on.
We've been working alongside the highway, the county highway, and NDOT doing project down in South Milford. On 700 South crossing State Road 3. We laid something out, get the price estimate, put it out, three different companies, but we got 2 bids back. One from API at $264,000, one from Owens Excavating for $149,000. We were planning on splitting it 3 ways. The highway crossing 700. We're gonna reroute the tile outside the road right away along 700, and we're gonna pay for that. And NDOT gonna pay for State Road 3 crossing. After talking to landowners down there, they're putting an addition that we're gonna put the tile, so it wasn't really feasible to do it there. We're gonna move it away from the building, but outside the road right away. There's way too many utilities and power poles and all kinds of junk. So our next option is to put it back where the tile is right now. That being said, the whole tile construction is located in the road right away of the county highway and then NDOT. So under our drainage code, when Kurt in the office, our Kurt's office in County would give us advice, basically when we work in the road right away, the drainage code is kind of preferred that the bill be covered by the owners of the highway. I talked with Aaron a little bit about it. Like I said, we were planning on splitting this 3 ways, seeing now that it costs a lot more to do it all the road right away. Here, so you can talk to you as owner of the highway. It's how you want to go about this. Project.
He's right. Zach and I talked about it. I just sent you guys an email this morning about it, but yeah, it's up to you to decide who pays for it and how it gets paid for. But the original idea for the drainage board was to move it outside of right next to the roadway so that it could be not have the same issue that we just had this time.
Just the north side. Yeah.
But it can't be moved. So now that it has to be put back in the same spot, Zach wanted to come before you guys to see whether you wanted highway to pay for it, or there's not money in the drain fund right now, right?
What does that do to our plans of widening that intersection? I don't know. Nothing.
Just fill it in.
So we're moving the culvert under 3 north and that's something.
That's why I was concerned. I don't care where you put the drain after that necessarily, but
Unfortunately.
well, I was just thinking if you can't widen the road there, then we're kind of back to, because I just know they're just adding on a whole, I don't know what they're doing, but they just leveled it all out there and put in a huge,
That's where we're gonna try to tile.
yeah.
Put another building there. So I talked to the landowner back a year ago. I said, here, we come over here and we got it around it, because the utilities were here.
Mhm.
Well, the site utilities like, well, we're putting new addition on next year. I'm thinking, well, you're probably not gonna be too in favor of putting the tile for your property, if you put the addition on. They weren't even interested in trying to help out. I said, they'd like to, but they're landlocked there. That's the last piece of ground there as well. So,
Who's the business?
yeah, it's used to be wood fab. I'm not sure what it is now.
The one there on the northwest
Wire
corner?
Cove?
North,
Is it Wire Cove?
something like that.
And they land on once, they land on again. They're doing extra business.
Yeah.
We'll just, I just want to talk to you guys. We're going to, how we're gonna get the bill, like I said. I have the breakdown here for, if you guys want a copy of them, to look at them, but if you guys can think about it.
Was one 100,000 more than the other?
One, yes.
116.
I mean, are they doing anything special to make it that much more?
Did you say Greg Owens is one of them?
Greg
cheap
Owens,
one, yeah.
100
He's good.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
So typically that's overhead cost. People, guys are simply large projects that have a lot more overhead cost, I guess, you know. They'll have 8 guys out there versus 3, you know what I mean? They'll have multiple, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they're big projects, they're definitely more competitive when you do, you know, over $500,000 or $100,000 or the smaller contractors came in for to do those projects.
I mean, the biggest thing is the biggest difference is it's $100,000 is the furnish and install the 680 linear feet of stone or of tile in the stone. That's 100,000 more for.
I just want to give you guys, I don't think we make a decision this
Right.
Monday, but.
We go.
By the next meeting, I'd like you guys to decide how to do it, because it kind of takes something from before, I guess.
15.
What's the dollar figure we're looking at?
No, Terry has them.
Take NDOT's out of there. NDOT's is the bottom one there. Our cost like 120 or something, I think, with that.
But there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference in the NDOT charges too, between the two companies. 24,000.
So if you guys want to take that over, I don't think I want to do anything Monday,
Yeah.
for the next meeting, I'd like to decide how we're gonna fund it, 'cause that picks how I go forward, I guess.
Where does it say who's the bidder?
I know, because they make a meeting, and then,
Hmm.
there's more sheets of that, this is the bid sheet, Terry.
I don't know. What can that be paid for? What can pay for that?
Can you get me a dollar figure and I can tell
Oh,
you?
sorry. 100 and
150 versus about 265.
150 minus the NDOT cost, and cover that, the bottom section, that one. There it is. It's gonna be around 30.
I'm gonna get with Theron because I have a couple questions on this project, but when the council approved the additionals, it was high, so I think there is money that's not going to plan to be spent. So I think we're okay. Let me do math, and like I said, I'll get with Theron, go over something. And I think we would add funding. We funded it out of 3 different places. Cume Cap. Hang on a minute, I've got it right here. They split it evenly between 3 different funding sources for this.
Was one of them at it?
LIT Economic Development, Cume Cap, and Rainy Day. And they split it evenly, but I don't believe we're gonna need all that funding based, because that was prior to bid opening. Bids came in less, but I'll go over that with Theron to make sure we're the same on math.
And then we did a change, we're going to do a change order, and that's the last week.
Let's bring it down.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Full of good news.
Yeah. So I'll go over that, but I still think there is funding there and it's appropriated this year. So if he has bids and he enters into the agreements before the end of the year, he can encumber it into next year.
So next meeting.
So, do you got any questions?
Mm-mm.
Thank you.
Theron?
I'm being Aaron. He's sick, of the most part of him.
back to you.
Aaron on Monday has secure bids for 7A. He has 2 gutter quotes for the Gordon building. And he has 2 entry door quotes for the stuff. All that from
What Gordon building?
that's the one that got
the
hit.
brick building. The
New
water.
creamery.
Integrating the fountain.
Oh, so that's not the one that got hit. That's
That is the way.
oh, okay.
Let's keep up more money into it.
And then.
Do you have those quotes?
He will,
You
for you
have-
by like today, he said.
Okay.
They had to change a couple things, so they don't want to give you the wrong codes, you probably gotta do that. My brain's not wrapped around writing, so I'm good. 2-5.
Sherry?
Good morning. I sent you an email, I think last week, regarding a resolution that I'm hoping that you'll put in place by the end of the year. I think you'll remember the legislature placed $30 million in the Strategic Development Commission on behalf of Northeast Indiana. And part of their priorities is higher wages, population growth, and housing. And so they have partnered and put some money in a pot with Club 720. And there is a certification program that our organization is going through called Planner on Demand. And it's regarding housing strategy. We have to go through that program and get certified to be potentially have this funding. There's some funding that they've set aside by population, and LaGrange County would be eligible for $379,109.43 for pre-construction, just housing related expenses in the future. So for us to even have the possibility to get it, I need the resolution in place by the end of the year. So I sent you a copy of a sample of one. I think I sent you a copy of what the slides and how it breaks down by population for all the cities and counties. So I just need to get on the agenda for that.
Did you guys get the resolution?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah.
I sent you.
Yeah, it looks like basically as long as the only reason you would enter into it is if you're willing to commit to the housing. It's going to be a 5-year sustainability plan. If you decide to move forward with it, you'll have to name a county rep that'll be basically oversee the entire project.
You know, cost to the county?
No, looks like the county could get a pretty good chunk of change.
Okay. Do you have it, will it be ready for Monday? The resolution?
It's a great question. I don't think so. It looks like it's going to be the 12/15 meeting,
Be what?
the December 15th meeting
Oh, okay.
is what Kurt was saying.
Yeah, as long as it's just by the end of the year.
Mhm.
That's fine.
So you want the agenda Monday still for that, or you want to wait till the,
I can wait till the 15th when it's ready, unless you want me here Monday.
no, I'd rather have you wait till it's ready. That way we don't,
That's fine.
2 weeks in between, we tend to forget things.
That's fine.
yeah.
The only other thing I sent, and not necessarily even related to our office, but I was at a meeting about a month ago at Wabash Valley, and I was sitting next to a gal that used to work for the Indiana Department of Agriculture. She's now a consultant on agriculture, ag-related businesses. So we got talking, and so I sent you an email a couple weeks ago on I talked to Peter a little bit about it, on the Indiana Right to Farm Act. And it's a state resolution, it's a state statute. But some counties are making a resolution about it and just about how important agriculture is to your community. Just wanted that information out there. It's not something, I'm just neutral. I just wanted you to have the information. I just haven't heard about that before, that you could have a resolution at the county level for it too. So just, how strong of an ag community we are in the county, it might be something we want to take a look at.
Why would you need one for the county if the state already has one? I don't know.
It just puts importance on your county that you are just a strong ag community and you support your farmers. It doesn't, I mean,
It's not
it still
binding, I
goes
don't
by the
think,
state
for the
statute.
states.
So it wouldn't do anything other than a voice your
Saying we support the farmers, which we already do. So, I mean,
It's just a strong voice for the farmers here.
okay. I was just curious why we needed it, or,
I'm not sure you need it. Some other counties are doing it. I just wanted it out there so that is a possibility to do that.
it's probably along the same lines as some of the counties are doing the Second Amendment thing.
Oh, God, don't get started
Yeah.
on that.
Same thing with that, because, yeah. Okay. Anything else? All right, thanks.
Kathy, is that yours?
Mary?
It's up here.
Mouse is traveling.
Ryan, do you have a mouse over there?
Yep.
Somebody must have had a laptop and they left it set, so I just put it down.
Probably from someone from planning and zoning. They steal my pens and leave stuff.
Maybe it's hers.
What?
I organize your drawer sometimes.
You take the pens?
Organize it.
Go ahead, Mary. Go ahead, Mary.
All I have, I just have a TV. I need to declare it worthless. It does not work anymore.
Target practice.
So that's it, and I will get Kathy, I'll give you the numbers today.
Thank you.
That's it.
All right, thanks. Sheila,
Nothing.
Connie, Kim, you just come to watch?
Are we supposed to be here?
Oh, well, that's fine. I don't care. Jenny?
So I'd like permission to spend $5,100 on staff appreciation gifts this year. Kathy has shared, and I think you guys have seen it in an email, that what I thought I had appropriated was not what I had appropriated. So I'm technically $416 short. My last question to Kathy was, can I transfer money from advertising and subscriptions. There's $680 between those lines that I'm not going to use. If that's the case of yes, then I should have more money. If not, then $416.
Could you do that, Kathy?
Is she able to transfer? Yes. But it's your budget, so that's why you have to give the permission for transferring.
I don't see a problem with it. You?
Hot dog, no.
Unless you want to pay for it next year.
We'll chip in.
We'll take it out of Gary. Is Mast out there? Gary out there anywhere? No, we'll just take it out of his budget.
That's why you come to staff.
You're not here, you lose.
Anything else? All right, yep. Robbie? No. Jackie?
She does.
I,
Now what?
nothing on the health department side. We're
Oh.
doing okay. So regarding the opioid fund committee, we started a very small group to give some very basic foundations to work on and some thoughts. I have that summary document. I also shared with Kathy. If she didn't share it with you, I have copies this morning.
I'm sorry, I did not last night. I just
That's okay.
reviewed it and then went home.
Oh, so you didn't,
Yeah, there's
okay.
copies of it.
Yeah, this is what I,
So my ask is that you look at this and see that this small group of people put in enough effort and time in a very short notice to just put more effort into the planning for this committee to advise you guys and council on how to spend the opioid funds.
Mhm.
Was he put in there for AEDs? What about
For
the,
unrestricted
Narcans or whatever?
Narcan.
Yeah,
So we already have a method to get Narcan out,
okay.
but I mean, it would support that also. Narcan's gonna be updated with 8 new American Heart Association standards this year. Narcan, AED, CPR, all go together.
I was trying to think where I was at. I was in some city that, they have them in little cases all over the,
Yeah,
You
they
just
put them now
take 'em-
with
take
the
when you want 'em.
AEDs. Yeah. And schools do AEDs, stop the leak kits, probably should do Narcan also. So I just like to be on the agenda Monday to see if I can expand the committee and maybe expound on those ideas or answer any other questions you guys might have.
I thought it looked good.
So
Okay,
you're,
thank you.
you're,
Oh, did you-
yeah,
I was gonna go with the,
no, your committee's ad hoc.
Mhm.
yes.
Do you really want to do that Monday to expand the committee?
Do I?
Probably not.
Once they appoint people, it becomes a public
Yeah,
committee.
then it has to be recorded and,
What do I want from you guys on Monday? I want
Well-
permission to continue to develop a plan.
this is admin, so yeah,
It's, yeah, right now it's admin.
it's admin, so yeah, go ahead and do it.
Okay, and then I can just bring whatever, whenever.
Right, once
Mhm.
they will approve the plan, once you gather your people, you meet whenever, and you bring them a plan for them to approve this, how to spend it.
If
But to- the development of the plan is still.
it becomes a committee, then you're gonna have to sit there and have them live food feed and all that other stuff.
We're just-
Yeah.
just-
Just meeting and talking, so
Okay, so do I need to be-
you do not need to be
No.
here Monday.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, Sheriff.
All right, good morning. I'm not gonna be ready for Monday, but I want to give you a heads up for next staff meeting. We've been working on the last year and a half roughly to try to get our parking lot repaved. So I've got 2 quotes. We're waiting on a 3rd one. Some of the area probably needs to be built down, redone, added a 3-inch layer, and then finish doing where work release is at, and then also further the new training building. So when Paul got these last year, we were ranged from 65,000 to 112,000. So there's a big gap in there. So we got to do new quotes, and then I had some funds left over. I'm gonna go to council in December and request that those get put into building and maintenance, and then that way in the spring we can try to get that parking lot fully redone. So we didn't have the quotes available As of yet, I've only got one, so just give you a heads up for next step.
You're asking for permission to purchase on Monday, subject to council's transferring the funds?
Well, I mean, if I can ask for permission, I'm still waiting on the quotes to get back yet. I don't think I'm gonna have them on Monday, so I have to wait till next staff meeting.
Okay, so you're gonna go to council, ask for the transfer,
Correct.
and then you'll come back to them for permission to spend. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Tracy, anything new on the 800 pagers to get that thing set up? Was it, you know?
He just sent Jason an email the other day that it was ready to go. Obviously when we got those test pagers, there was a confusion.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I just didn't know if they.
800.
They are, but they didn't program for 800. They only programmed for VHF.
Jason's back today. He had
Okay.
the next couple nights, so I'll get with him today, and then we'll reach back out to ERS. And
I think they're just waiting to get those things programmed now. So
so as soon as we get him here, I'm guessing hopefully next week. after
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
I went to the fire chief meeting, and we all thought they were testing the 800 pagers.
They weren't.
Where they were, but then not the 800 side, just the VHF side. So we already know there's a problem with that.
Yeah.
So now they had to get everything reprogrammed because the guy who was there didn't know that that stuff was installed in the computer because nobody told them, or their dispatch centers. Motorola didn't tell them it was done, and it was
I paid to have it put on our one calendar.
yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, the 800's ready to go. They gave us 2 test pagers, and that was supposed to be 800. We tested them, they sounded good, and then we find out that that was not 800. So a lot of confusion on it. Because
Yeah, Because it's, we talked about buying pagers for the fire departments and that, and it's gonna be around 120,000 or so, somewhere in there for pagers if they work. I said we're not gonna do it unless they prove to me they work.
Yeah.
So, but
So hopefully we get it done. We've been working on this since last year.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Test sites and, it was disappointing when we found out that they told us it's 800, they were testing that and it sounded good and it's not 800.
was hoping to have something by our next staff meeting. I was gonna have Stuart come in and give us an update on everything, so explain it by our next staff. So we'll see.
So, you need me for that on Monday then? To ask?
No, not if
Okay.
you're not ready to purchase, but I will need your transfer for the council by next Wednesday.
By next Wednesday,
Please.
yeah. So which lines I want, and then.
Yeah,
We're gonna put them in.
what money you're moving to where?
And yeah, I've got the line that we're gonna have is the building equipment, which is the 30,800 in the 005. That's my maintenance building equipment line. So then I'll get you the lines that we want to move out and put into that.
Correct, and the amounts you want to move.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Everything won? Purdue. You guys got a big football game this weekend.
I don't know anything you're talking about.
Don't worry, neither do they.
Something about to say.
Well, you never know. They might pull one out.
I can't be here Monday, so I thought I'd give you an update on the avian flu. We crossed the threshold this weekend. They're now up 60 in the region. And that includes the ones in Elkhart County. All of them in Elkhart, Green County, bulk of them here. They are very sure that it has basically been farm-to-farm transmission at this point. First few were birds, and now it's farm-to-farm. Which means that it's getting moved on tires and equipment, and buggies and horse hooves and shoes and that sort of thing. So there's not much risk to human health on this. There's just a handful of cases around the U.S. so far that have ever jumped in human. It's people, and the people that have gotten it have been people that are exposed to it daily and overexposed and not taking protocol seriously. So,
What about other livestock?
pardon?
The other livestock, was that a concern for other?
Dairy is the only concern, not so much from the health of the dairy
But
cow,
from the
but it
milk.
does accumulate in the udder. And then the udder, when it's milked out, if that milk is not pasteurized, the virus will live on and you can see, we have a lot of people like to drink raw milk these days. So that is one of the best ways to get it if you want to get it, is to drink raw milk. So,
Do they see an end in sight anywhere, or is it gonna just keep spreading?
The Indiana Board of Animal Health is attempting to do a lot more educational effort with the Amish in particular on biosecurity. A lot of the farm transmission is because, well, I'll give you a great example, a bad example. There was a farm that was declared infected or whatever you call it, and was quarantined, and the next day they held a church. Okay,
So they all went there and,
they went there, and then so it's not a lot of the stuff you'll see coming from me is hey, let's consider not having church farms that have poultry right now. And I try to use words like hey, we're not telling you not to have church, just if you're going to do it, don't go to a poultry farm right now. And if you do travel someplace, wherever you travel, whether you go to a hardware store or wherever, you probably ought to be disinfecting your buggy wheels when you leave your property, when you come back to the property, disinfecting again, your shoes, using a special set of gloves just for the barn, even your kids' clothing, your pets. Personally, I get rid of my cats if I had cats. Cats are really good at spreading that kind of thing. So, but it's we're still adding. I think we added 2 yesterday. The day before that was 1.
does the cold weather affect it? Will it kill the virus or anything,
No, it doesn't.
Does
Really
it?
help that much.
Okay.
The other question that's been coming up is how are they getting rid of the birds? They euthanize the birds, and they have 3 options basically. The most preferable is to compost the birds in the barn right now because it's warmer in the barns than it is outdoors, so composting will occur faster. Sometimes that's difficult to do in some of the barns. So what they're doing then is they're bringing in a dumpster. They're taking those to a landfill, and then Board of Animal Health has a supervisor there that observes them covering the birds once they're in. Because landfills always have seagulls and crows and vultures and that kind of stuff flying around. So they have to be covered immediately, or there's a risk there of further transmission.
Jeff, I thought they were using strips and they were composting with manure and straw.
That's the third way. It slows down pretty significantly when it gets cold outside. So they've been doing them in barn. They can do them outdoors, but it's a slow process as it gets colder outside.
Because they would have had a lot of questions for you last night. They're concerned if that's contaminating the soil. That was a question I kept getting asked. I can't answer it.
You'll be fine. No, that shouldn't be an issue. The composting process, if it gets heated up, you get about 150, 160. It heats
So
up.
what do they do with that efforts in the barn? That's all.
That was going to be my next
Once they
question.
get the barn, once the bird are composted, that they can no longer test virus in the pile, then they clean that out, they field apply it.
So they spread it on the fields.
But it's been tested.
Yeah. And then it gets in our water system.
I think you're taking it too far.
I don't know. I just think we all the chicken barns we got on top of each other down that area. I knew that someday it was going to happen. And
Well, we knew avian flu was gonna get here, but it doesn't necessarily mean that water supply.
yeah.
Is there a reason they don't incinerate them? Just don't burn them?
Not sure. Could be cost. I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like you could put them in a dumpster, dump some diesel on them and light them up. I mean, it would be gross, but it would kill them. It'd kill the bacteria, it'd kill the bird. I mean,
So Jeff, the folks that own those barns are out of commission for how long before they can? Gee.
And one of the issues too, there's an indemnity that is paid by the USDA when they clean out a barn. If they are not following the protocols for biosecurity and a
They don't
barn,
get it.
repopulate the barn, and then it breaks out again, they don't get their indemnity paid. So they have to follow those procedures, and that's one of the things I'm really working on people now. That's one of the things that Boa told me last week was if they don't follow biosecurity protocol, they repopulate those barns to get it again, they don't get the fees. They're
Do we have people doing that?
Yes, well, it hasn't happened here yet. It happened in Iowa, and that's why they have a protocol in place. There has not been enough time yet
Yeah.
to populate a barn.
They're not gonna let them set empty for 6 months. I just don't see that happening over there.
It's economically, that's pretty painful if you've got a big family on that barn.
Yeah.
They're concerned right now too. They should be. So the pressures could be coming from the bankers too.
Mhm.
You know, they want to see these people get these things built. So, yeah, a lot going on.
So what kills it? Like, is it okay if I ask?
Yes.
No, because we transport a lot of these people
Yeah,
that own these barns all the time. I mean, the drivers are constantly telling me about the hazmat people, whatever they're called, being there and cleaning out the barn.
They could, and they should probably be walking through some disinfectant, like I should put that. When they,
Do you really think they are?
no.
I don't know.
Didn't know that.
No.
Right.
She could make them step in something when they get in.
That's a lot of them. The barn's out of commission for 6 months.
that ain't gonna happen.
I'm not gonna argue with you on that because I would think the same thing.
So when the integrators get serious about it. not
Probably a
the
good thing he
integrators,
wasn't there last night.
Hmm.
The integrators.
Good thing
get
he
serious
wasn't there
about it.
last night because they really had
That makes a
questions.
difference.
We're at,
So
We
a
have a
lot.
few integrators in the county that are very unscientific, let's just put it that way. And they've always been scared of studying their people. That's gonna change. They're gonna have to start taking it serious, or they're gonna keep having empty barns.
Right.
And that's gonna affect the pocketbook, and that's gonna affect the company.
That's those Western people.
Easy now.
Could she do any kind of a handheld spray where they have to spray their shoes before they get in her vehicles? I mean, can she carry like a spray bottle with, I don't know, whatever the disinfectant?
I have a driver that likes to spray people with Lysol.
That would probably work.
Lysol is actually on the list of
Mhm.
products that they use.
They could just have to spray the bottom of their feet before they get in.
Yeah.
It's not perfect,
I'd
but
rather they would soak them, you know.
I agree. Yeah, I know.
That they did that and spray them.
But I mean, it's not affecting, my drivers.
No, but it could be going from one place to the next.
Spreading it.
We're doing over 200 trips a day now, so,
The chances of it affecting the drivers is pretty slim.
no, I meant like, so that's stupid on their part because it's spreading it to the next person we pick up that has a chicken barn.
Yeah,
it's tough.
It's tough.
It's very hard.
A group of people that don't really have a lot of scientific background, and
Yeah,
sometimes they don't believe all this stuff. I had 2 calls last week that one of them was kind of threatening me. I mean, it's basically saying, you're passing out bad information, you're threatening my people. But you do. So, anyway, that's where we're at.
And the same thing with COVID.
yeah, I've seen a couple things in there, so it's just unfortunate, and when's it gonna end yet? Until they really police themselves, it's gonna continue, I think.
Yeah. I think it's gonna have to come from the purse strings. You know, the purse strings are what's gonna control everything. The integrators are gonna have to get behind it. There's a few integrators.
Well, if they, most of them probably own these barns, and if they can't have birds in there for 6 months, they can't make payments, they're gonna put birds back in there. I don't know.
They're just gonna have more dead birds.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's gonna go.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Jeff.
Where we at, Bill?
Eat a
I
turkey.
don't really have anything for Monday, I don't think. So over the last couple conferences, we talked about the tornado sirens survey and stuff here a couple months ago. I talked about 3 or 4 different companies. They're all willing to come in for free, do a survey of the county and see what we have. I mean, obviously they want to sell something, but there's
They're gonna be expensive.
no
Oh,
obligation.
boy.
Oh, yeah, anywhere from a basic siren to you can put voice on them and all kinds of
I
stuff.
think you're probably around 30,000-40,000 just for one.
Terry's voice.
Terry's voice all over the county.
Yeah. All run.
We'll just play Anchors Away every morning.
You should have said that when Jeff was here. That's his school's song.
Oh,
Boy, coaches at
That's maybe.
Concord. I know, but that's Concord's
yeah.
fight song, and his boy coaches at Concord.
So that's kind of where we're at. Well, the conferences, though, Federal Signal is who we have in our county, and they weren't at any conference, so I'm gonna call them and try to set something up. Just so you guys are aware, I'm gonna try to get something going, get a survey if they're not gonna charge us for it.
But who's going to pay for all this?
There's no payback.
I mean, if people want them.
Well, that's what I told these guys, was we'll get the survey and then we'll share it with the townships and things like that. If they wanna look for it, we can look for grants. I mean, there's a lot of grants out there for this stuff still.
Great, more
It hasn't gone
squeaky.
away, so something to look at, I guess.
'Cause I don't think the county can afford to put up sirens all over the place. I mean, yeah.
No, I told them that. So we're not looking to buy them as a county. So I'm just trying to get the information, see where we're covered.
Probably the lakes
not
are
covered.
have a lot of lakes that'll want them.
Well, that's the main areas I think we're gonna focus on, is the lake areas where there's multiple lakes in the one area.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, that's really all I've got. Yesterday turned out pretty good overall. So long day, but
Anybody get hurt up there on the toll road?
no, it wasn't an accident. He actually felt the load shift.
Oh, yeah. They always shift. They always say shift when they're doing something wrong.
He pulled over himself. Yeah, it wasn't placarded. It was interesting.
Was the driver legal?
Actually from the area, here, just.
Hmm.
Elkhart area, I think.
Almost made it.
He was trying to get doing both. That's as far as he was going. So,
What can happen between Elkhart and Angle?
all turned out pretty good. Just had to evacuate one building. That was the toll road building, so
Okay.
no homes or anything.
All right. Thanks, Bill. Gary?
Good morning.
Morning.
Completely uncharted territory for me, and I'm fine by the seat of my pants a little bit this morning. I am considering applying for a seed grant, which is up to $30,000. It is not a matching grant. Basically, what the grant is for is to get our 911 data up to NENA standards, national standards. Our 911 data is good enough, but good enough doesn't always work. And I did not know until yesterday, kind of known or had an information for the past couple of years that it may not be where it needed to be. And I did not know until yesterday when our Schneider vendor was here, Derek, that every year he submits to our information to the state data harvest, that he has to go through extensive tweaking to get the data to their format. And so I do not have, my understanding is that there's a county application, and I do not have that. But they have, it's been going on for, I think they started it last November maybe, and they have 2 more application deadlines, one in December, one in January, and they give away 8 grants each month, up to $30,000, and there are only 19 counties that have not applied for the grant. So I'm considering doing that.
You know, there's just an application you get from Kathy to fill out.
Send you the paperwork.
What will it take for you to get it up to? I mean,
It's a lot more than I realized. I mean, I know this sounds silly and maybe, I'm gonna talk too much of my terminology, but say our data says 250 E.
Mhm.
Well, Nina wants that to be east. Say maybe ST for street, they want it street.
so they want any
Talk about all
abbreviations.
of this that needs to be, expanded out, so it'd be a matter of using that money to have a vendor help us get to those standards. Because I don't want to be caught with,
You want to ask Monday, you want to be on the agenda Monday to ask for permission to apply for the grant?
Yes.
Right, thanks. Kim? Jenny? Okay. Oh, what do you have, Kathy?
A couple things. You have a board appointment. You have an applicant for the Public Defender Board. This would replace the vacancy from Charlie. So you can do this on Monday if you wish. If you want to wait for more names, you can. I have it on the agenda now. You can let me know if you want me to remove that.
The board appointments for that one that you're talking about?
Just that's the only one for
Okay.
right now. The others, I would like to wait till either the 15th or the 30th for the rest of them because they're still trickling in. I'd like to do one.
Yeah, I'd like to wait till towards the end of the month. It's December to get it.
Mm-hmm.
See if we get some more people.
The bonds, just wanted to let you know, you guys approved the bonds, the blanket bond, and then the personal bonds for the treasurer and clerk. And Kurt's office is working on those. We're tweaking, making sure that we have the right amounts, and we might need to add one. So we're working on that. You won't have that for Monday. We're putting that on hold.
Works.
You have a request for the meeting on the 15th to put something on the agenda. This is admin, but do you want that added to the agenda? You guys all saw the email yesterday for the Okra public hearing.
So, yeah, because I sent something to Kurt about that resolution that he wanted done. Kurt had some changes to it.
Yeah, it's not gonna be ready for Monday, but
No, that's why I said, probably next staff, we can talk about it next staff
Mm-hmm.
and have it on that for the next meeting, unless you guys want.
I should be okay with that.
They need to know on the Okra grant because they have to advertise it in the paper and the deadline's noon today to advertise the public hearing to be on the 15th if you want that Okra public hearing.
If we're gonna do it on the 15th.
Yeah.
You can always put it on the agenda and you can always change later, but
Yeah.
they have to advertise
No,
it in
that's
the
fine.
paper, legal
No,
advertising.
that's
So
fine.
you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a contract for legal services that's been presented. If we can bring that Monday,
it's been reviewed. I like it.
the attorney's office that's contract is for has reviewed it.
We get those other bids in.
Do it. The other quotes.
Yeah. If you're okay, I'll put that on the agenda for Monday. I will email it all to everybody so that you have it. He already told you what the changes.
You want it on Monday? You want to make them sweat some more?
He'll be here on Monday.
Will he?
I won't be here on Monday.
I won't be here Monday.
Oh, that's right. He won't be here Monday.
You can blame it on me and tell me he has to wait till the following 15. I don't care.
You tell me, I'll put it on the
You
agenda
can put it on the agenda.
for Monday. Okay.
Let's make a note in there. We want Tony instead of Kurt.
It's 3%, not 4.
Afraid he'd jump all over it.
Already told her that.
I think that is all that I have.
Okay, he's not watching this, is he today, Kurt?
He might be.
He might be.
I've been careful. I don't know if you guys have.
Nope.
Old Ray, he has it.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all you got, Kathy? Tony, what do you have?
Legal contract was the only thing I was supposed to do today.
The only thing important to them.
So you're gonna fail on your only option?
That's it. That's all I have.
It's a light. It'll be a light agenda.
That'll be good.
Monday.
Are we doing a meeting then also at the end of the year?
Yes.
The
30th, I believe.
30th, which is a Tuesday?
It's a Monday, whatever the last Monday is.
That's
29th.
the 29th.
Sorry, 29th.
Okay.
There'll be a lot of stuff
Mm-hmm.
that happens that last meeting before the end of the year.
Thanks for coming. You can shut her off.
That out.
I want that.
Okay.
Look at that.